Hey, good evening. My name is Cindy Roberts and I am the Director of Life Options Clinic in Milton, Florida. We want to thank you for joining us online tonight. We appreciate you giving us these precious moments of time. Did you know that it only takes 15 minutes to abort a child? Well, we want to use our time tonight to save many lives, so thank you. Can I ask you a favor, please? If you're on Facebook Live, would you please start a watch party so that many more people can be reached with the message of life that we have tonight? You know, I've had the joy of serving at Life Options Clinic for 4 years now, and can I tell you, there's no greater joy than seeing a baby saved from death, or a family restored, or a life changed by the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that's what we do at Life Options Clinic. As a matter of fact, in 2019, we served over 1,000 individual clients with all of the different programs and services that we offer here. One of the reasons I am so thrilled to be a part of a pregnancy center ministry is I love seeing results. You know, we're not waiting for the laws of our land to change to overturn abortion. We're right here in the trenches. Since Roe v. Wade, we've been fighting the good fight of faith to save lives. We've been fighting the good life of faith to help families and women know that they can choose life for their children. We're also fighting the good fight of faith to help children understand what sexual integrity looks like. We're already champions in this fight. We continue to come alongside women and their families to help them in their parenting journey by providing them classes to help them learn parenting skills and the material resources they're going to need as they raise their children. We're also here for that woman who's been lied to. For the woman who was told that abortion was safe and painless. It's not. For the woman who was told that there are no side effects. There are. We're here for them. And we're here to provide hope and healing and restoration. Maybe I should word it this way. Your support has enabled us to provide the hope and healing and restoration they need from the tragedy and the consequences of abortion. The COVID-19 pandemic may have changed the way we're having to do our banquet this year, but can I tell you, it has not stopped the abortion industry from thriving. As a matter of fact, the clinic in Pensacola went from being open 3 days a week to 7 days a week. So we want to be here because the women are still calling us. Matter of fact, they're even more scared right now with what's going on. So we're still here serving and ministering to them the message of life. Now, because of our limited time this evening, I cannot go into all that we accomplished in 2019, but we accomplished great things. But I do want to share with you what God is leading us into doing in 2020 and beyond. I think most of you know we were going to start STI testing and treatment this spring, but the pandemic did make us delay that. Our goal is now to start that in the fall of 2020. But something even more exciting to us, a local pastor and the mayor of Century have come to us asking us to bring our services to Century, Florida. And that is exactly what we're wanting to do. We plan to open a clinic in Century, hopefully this fall. So we're going to need you to be the toolbox in God's hands and enable us to start these wonderful life-saving new opportunities. So if you are a monthly supporter, would you please continue your monthly support? And if you've never done monthly support with the clinic, we're asking you to prayerfully consider starting so now. We would love to have at least 100 brand new donors that can contribute at least $20 a month. We just ask you to pray about that. You may can give less, you may can give more. All we ask that you pray on how you could come alongside us to support us. And I know I can count on you. As a matter of fact, many of you have been doing this for a lot of life-saving years, so thank you. I know I can also count on some of you to become brand new partners. You'll enable us to continue what we've been doing for 25 years. It's really hard to believe, but this is our 25th year in ministry. So please join us to help us continue our work here, but also to help us in these brand new ministry opportunities. And now we're going to hear a word from our chairman of the board, Bob Lowe. Again, thank you for this time of sharing.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight at the virtual Life Options Clinic banquet. We certainly appreciate everything, all the support, the amazing things that have happened here at the clinic. And I just want to say thank you from the board. We come, we meet, we pray for the clinic, the staff. We pray for the moms who are out there and the dads and the families. what I really wanted to take a couple of minutes to just say how much I appreciate Cindy and the hard work that she puts in. She is such a sweet, sweet lady, very dedicated, works very, very hard. The whole staff, the volunteers, just doing amazing things here. Of course, quite frankly, we are not able to do this without your support. This is the only way that we can keep the clinic going, that we can expand services. I just want to say thank you so much. Please continue to help us, continue to support us, because it's not us, it's the community, it's these moms who are in tough situations. Our goal is to save every life that we can, and we want to do that. We want to honor God, and I just want to say thank you. We love you, and we're praying for you.
Hi, my name is Adrienne Mason, and my husband and I like to give to the Life Options Clinic because we know where our money's going. And the Life Options Clinic is very good about keeping us up to date. We love that we're helping families be educated on how to take care of their babies, and we're happy that we're helping women choose life.
Hello, I'm Mike Williams. I like people. If we were together in person tonight, I would have already come to your table and welcomed you personally to our celebration. But tonight, we are separated by distance, but we are together for life. Your wonderful director, Cindy, has prepped me for this time. You are blessed to have such a wonderful leader. I can only imagine how fantastic all of your volunteer staff and board are. It was also good to hear from Bob Lowe and Adrienne Mazoon. Thank you, folks. I've been speaking at pregnancy center banquets since 2001. I've been at over 800 banquets. That's a lot of dry chicken and cold green beans, people. If you have not met me before, let me catch you up to date. I've been married for 33 years consecutively to my wife, Teresa. We have 4 children, Chapman, Coleman, and the other 2. I've written 14 books. I am best known for the marriage book entitled Men Moved to Mars When Women Started Killing the Ones on Venus. As you can imagine, it's a very serious book. I never wanted to be a writer, but I entered a writing contest to win a cruise to Alaska, and I won the cruise, and the writing just kind of stuck. Some people call me a comedian. I never wanted to be a comedian. I wanted to be a serious speaker, but when I talked, people laughed. That offended me at first, but I've gotten used to it. A few years ago, the Gospel Music Association and the Christian Comedy Association got together and presented me with a Dove Award for Comedian of the Year. I say that humbly, of course, because what good is humility if people don't recognize you have it? Sorry, a little humor there. Along the way, my wife and I helped start 2 pregnancy centers in the Dominican Republic. Like you, we are pro-life. I don't have time to tell a lot of stories tonight, but I will tell one quick story. My children and I were leaving our subdivision, and there was a dead cat on the side of the road. Seeing the cat, my 6-year-old breaks into tears. Daddy, I'm sad the little cat is dead. I shift into that comforting father mode and say, baby, the little cat is with Jesus. I know it's not good theology. I was trying to comfort a 6-year-old. My 14-year-old son blurts out, what did Jesus need a dead cat for? Oh, teenage boys. I have no idea how old Isaac was when Abraham took him up the mountain to sacrifice him, but I bet Isaac was about 14. You know what I mean. Some of you might ask why I am pro-life. That's a good question. Well, I'm personally a rescued child. I was rescued way back in 1962. Abortion was around long before the 1973 Roe v. Wade decision. Fewer doctors performed them, and nobody talked about it. Then after 12 years of marriage, my wife and I had the joy of adopting our oldest son. He too is a rescued kid. Now you know the rest of the story. Enough about me. Let's talk about the very impressive center that your partnership provides. It's impressive because you are effectively saving lives and impacting the abortion numbers in your state. That's where true success is. Some hope that politicians will overturn Roe v. Wade. Unfortunately, billions of dollars have not overturned it in well over 30 years of pay-to-play maneuvering. You are truly Save a Life, pro-life. I want you to know that your investment translated into babies being saved from abortion. Well, celebrate. In 2019, your center in Milton, Florida, impacted the lives of 734 clients. That's amazing. There are huge centers in big cities that are not doing that much business. And additionally, over 400 students receive sexual integrity classes. These are students we will never have to see in the center because your center is proactive. Wow, that's success. Maybe you're new to the pro-life pregnancy center world. Let me give you a very quick synopsis of why and how they operate. The center advertises like crazy online because that's where women are searching for abortions. Many women come in the doors looking for an abortion. Some of those come from local churches. In fact, about half of our abortion-minded clients claim a connection with a Catholic, Protestant, or evangelical church. Then Cindy and your wonderful team shares the true ramifications of abortion and explains all the life-saving options. They provide each woman with a genuine medical ultrasound, and the woman hears her own child's heartbeat is different than their own. And they see in 3D their child's tiny feet and tiny hands and eyelids that wiggle. Once they see the truth of that ultrasound, over 80% choose life. It doesn't stop there. Your center helps these women learn how to be a good mother through their parenting classes. This prepares them for motherhood. Along the way, many of these young girls find a Christian faith of their own. It's a system that works, and babies are saved every day. Sometimes the client is a mother in her 40s who already has older children and now finds herself pregnant and unprepared. Many times the clients are hardworking couple that has fallen on hard times. They love the child, but they don't think they can afford to give birth. That is most often the case amidst this COVID-19 situation. We see the college girl who believes that a child will ruin her opportunity to graduate. Your center reaches them all. Because of your efforts, the abortion numbers are coming down, and truth is taking hold in society, and little lives are being spared from the abortionist knife, needle, and vacuum. Life wins. I'm a history guy. I love documentaries, museums, and even roadside plaques. It drives my children crazy. Dad, it's just another battlefield view. Last night, I watched a YouTube video about Norman Borlaug receiving the Nobel Peace Prize. He received the award for saving the country of Mexico and India from famine in the 1940s. Colin Powell said at Norman's 90th birthday party, "Countless millions of men, women, and children who will never know his name will never go to bed hungry thanks to Norman Borlaug." What many don't know is that half of his innovative process for saving Mexico and India was learned from George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver was the African-American scientist genius whose innovative crop rotations and peanut products would rescue the entire Southland in the 1800s. Carver's last act in life was to give his estate to fund young students like Borlaug to go to university to learn agricultural science. Maybe Carver should have received a portion of that Nobel Prize. What many don't know is that half of Carver's innovations for saving the South was learned while working on his adopted parents' farm in Diamond, Missouri, and experimenting with seeds. The time was 1864, and Moses and Susan Carver were poor dirt farmers in Diamond, Missouri. One day, Quantrill's raiders, the pro-slavery outlaws, rode onto the little Carver farm and burned their barn, killed a freed slave woman named Mary Washington, and kidnapped her infant child, George. The Carvers lost everything at the hands of the raiders, yet they miraculously arranged to trade their only horse for the return of this orphaned baby boy. They educated the child, loved him, and sent him to university, where that child became the famous agricultural genius. Maybe we need to go back and give part of the Nobel Prize to Moses and Susan Carver, who, amidst the toughest challenge of their life, made an investment in a helpless little baby. I wonder, who sacrificed to rescue Moses and Susan Carver? I believe it was Ronald Reagan who said, "The wise man lives for the next generation." Only eternity will allow us to know those we have rescued. Only eternity will allow us to know the residual effect of each life. So today, in the midst of our generation's greatest struggle, Christian people like us will step up and save the next generation. The Bible says that we need to do everything with prayer. Tonight, I want you to pray and ask God for permission to save one child this year. A small daily investment over the course of a year can rescue one child. Now that's pro-life. Your partnership of $1.97 a day, that works out to $60 a month, allows you to know that over the course of 1 year that you have personally rescued one child through your partnership and or transformed the life of one at-risk mother through our counseling, testing, ultrasound, and parenting education. I need you to seek permission tonight to rescue one child. If you can't do that, maybe you could do $1 a day. Over the course of 2 years, you could rescue a child. The investment and the outcome is up to you. Beyond a monthly partnership, I'm asking you to pray for permission to help in 1 or 2 special needs the center has in 2020. We need partners who will step up with a special gift. A special gift of $155 provides all the pregnancy testing supplies and carry home materials needed for an entire month, $155. A special gift of $506 provides the extremely important internet advertising. This reaches the girls where they are, online for an entire month, $506. A special gift of $984 provides those life-saving ultrasounds to every client for an entire month. That ultrasound machine is a miracle worker, $984. A special gift of $1,906 provides all the building operational costs for an entire month. The rent, the electric, the water, the insurance. Imagine the joy of passing the center and knowing that you made it happen that month. Wow, $1,906. We are going to need a few very generous gifts to get the new center in Century, Florida open. We have the door open before us. Let's take Century, Florida for life. Let's give the most generous gift that we can. Every gift matters. Now, I'm going to ask you to go online right now. Please don't put it off. Make your most generous monthly partnership and special gift. I have a friend who is supporting his local pregnancy center with a generous tithe from his stimulus check. However you can give. Because of internet security, you will have to make your monthly gift and your one-time gift in separate entries. Don't let this keep you from this challenge. This is for your security. If you have any problems online, please call the number displayed on the screen. Someone will answer or call you right back. Thank you for truly being pro-life. Thank you. Thank you. This situation in our country is our opportunity to shine as never before for life and our passion for Christ. One more request. Please share this video with all of your friends. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And on behalf of all the little children who will be alive next year because of you, God bless you.